Alrighty guys, so today I'm actually going to go through the steps to actually set up and play Pokemon Masters if you are wanting to get into this game in terms of like its pre-release and kind of like the things that are available before the official global launch. If you're outside of Singapore and Canada, this should technically work, but this isn't guaranteed to work because there are a lot of other variables that could go wrong. Like if your phone isn't supported, they currently don't support 32-bit devices, only 64-bit, and there's a lot of other things that are kind of going on. Honestly, I haven't even tried it on this phone, so it possibly could not even work in this video, which would be a bummer. First thing that we're going to do though is we are going to go to the Play Store here and we're going to search for Surf VPN, and super easy, we're just going to hit install there. We're going to let this download, and once it installs we're going to pop this open and we're going to choose a very specific set of settings here. So Surf VPN protocol down there in the bottom left, we're going to go with protocol A. The app proxy, we don't have Pokemon Masters installed, so what we're going to do is we're going to hold off on that. We're going to come back that in just a quick second. Now in the select location here, we're actually just going to choose either of the Singapores. Should work just fine, and as you can see, boom, it works and we are connected right there immediately. So to disconnect, you just literally hit the little X and you disconnect there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go find our APK. So to do that, we're going to go to Reddit. We're going to go to r/Pokemon Masters, and what we're going to do is we're going to continue here. I don't need to download that entire app just for this video. What we're going to see here is this pinned post at the very top is the mod verified APK. That just means that the mods have verified that this APK is clean, it's not going to hurt you. Once we hit package installer, you can see no longer available. So what we're going to do, for some reason, as you can see, whenever we hit open and we try to open it, it keeps telling us it just kind of gets stuck. Okay, now it's going to work. Sometimes it is going to tell you that it's not available. So if it works up until this point, if you just click the link in the Reddit thread and it takes you straight through and it loads it up, that's fine. If you get to this point, hold on just a second, because I'm actually going to show you what happens if it doesn't allow you to just start up. So we're going to hit cancel here. We're going to go back to this, and if it comes up with that error message like APK or file not found anymore, if you just open it in a new tab and then go over, it'll actually take you to Pokemon Masters version 1.0.1 APK. If you just hit download right there, it should work a whole lot better. Sometimes it's a little finicky and kind of goes between the two, but once we are presented with this screen, it's basically going to tell us for security reasons Chrome isn't allowed to install APKs. That is a 100% completely true security measure that I honestly do think that you should take into consideration here. Once we come back, we're actually going to pretty much turn all of these back off. So as you can see, it's trying to install through Drive this time, so we're going to allow this source. We're going to just hit the back button, and as you can see, it's got install here down at the very bottom. Once we hit that, it's going to install up for us, and once it's done, we're not going to open it just yet. Hold your horses. What we're actually going to do is switch back over to our our VPN here, and for the app proxy, this time we're going to go in and we're going to add, and mine didn't have a lot of these icons either, I don't know why, but we should only have Pokemon Masters to add here. Let's see if we can find it in this list. So there were some apps down at the very bottom, as you saw, that just had like android.com or com.android. Those could be it, and I was hoping that if we restarted it would actually show those full names. So I guarantee one of those are it. So let's actually just go ahead and select both of those. Now on my other phone, the one that we've been playing on, it just showed up straight away there. So let's go back. We did choose both of those. It'll definitely show up as a problem if it's not going to work here. So we're actually going to enable this VPN here. As you see, it says connected there at the very top. And we're just going to open up Pokemon Masters. So now opening up Masters here should do some pretty cool stuff. You can see Pokemon, DNA, Attention, and Pokemon Masters there. You can see the actual the title screen there. Just kind of wait for it to load up here a quick second. And it's probably gonna, in the background, it's probably checking our location and all kinds of stuff like that. Based on the VPN, it should allow us in here. So it is gonna make us do Google Play Games. It is required for some arbitrary reason once we go through and do this. If you've already done this for a previous game, I don't know what all games require it. I don't know any relevant games that require it. But if you already have this, you can literally just go through and select the account that you want, and it'll automatically just move on to the next step. But since this phone doesn't have it, of course we are going to go through the steps, install this really fast, and once it's installed we can just hit back. So we're going to actually choose Singapore because we chose Singapore in the VPN. We're going to make sure we hit Singapore here. Just enter your birthday, whatever your birthday shall be. Boom, so there's mine. So as you can see, it's going to say Singapore. You know, you have your privacy policy and all that good stuff. You have a few things to read through and agree to before you hit continue. And once we hit continue there, boom. So link a Nintendo account. Personally, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. I have heard that if you are using this method with the VPN, you kind of want to be weary of doing it because you could possibly have conflictions between the location in your Nintendo account versus the location of the VPN, saying that you're in Singapore. So it could cause some problems, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Just to be safe, I would hold off. That's just me. My personal opinion there. So spending notifications, we're not gonna bother with that. If you guys want to read that, you guys can do that. So we're gonna hit yes to download this data. Now one thing that I can show you is that if you actually, while you're downloading the data, if we actually go back to our VPN and we turn this off, only while we're downloading that data there, you can see that this is gonna download much faster compared to beforehand when we were on the VPN. I noticed on my main device that it was like atrociously slow, and once I actually got into the VPN and turned it off, it was way faster, like immensely faster. So this is going to download for a second, and we'll just kind of speed up this process here in the video. Alright, so download complete. One thing that we want to do before we hit OK here to prevent the game from kicking us out, we're going to go back into our VPN. You see it says connected at the top, and we're going to switch back over to our game and hit OK. So once we hit OK, it'll load here for a quick second. Boom, you are in the game. So you can walk through and you can see the tutorial there with blue. We're actually going to go ahead and hit Atticus here. If I can type on this phone, it's a little different than my other phone. So we're in. So we're just gonna kind of breeze through all of this stuff here. Yeah, because you can change that later. So your name's Atticus, and boom. As you can see, we're off to the races. We're playing. Now, as far as content goes in the actual game, so far there's quite a bit of story that you can do. There's quite a bit of stuff that's actually available already. And you know what? Since we are here, I don't actually know if I can straight away. I think it's gonna make me play through some of the tutorial here. I was gonna at least do one summon, but if that's not possible, I'm actually saving up quite a bit on my main device here with my main account, and gonna be excited to go through that and actually do our first scouting. I guess that's what we're gonna start calling it. We're gonna do our first scout with yeah, we can't do the shop, unfortunately. So, but as you can see, that walks you through how to get into the game 100% completely. I mean, at this point you can, you know, go do the main story, do whatever you want to do. So that's a pretty easy setup. Surf VPN seems to be completely free. I mean, there's ads every time you go into it, but that's to be expected. So everything is pretty much a-okay from there. So that's actually how you're going to be able to get into Pokemon Masters. So really fast, I did forget to mention in the first part of the video that one of the security measures that we saw, we kind of want to go back and make sure that we turn that back off so that we don't allow Drive or any other app for that matter permissions to install unknown apps. We kind of want to keep that out of the way. You just literally go into your settings like you just saw, go under the exact app that you want to do. So I'll do Drive, go to Advanced, hit Install Unknown Apps, and then make sure you don't allow that to happen. A common one that will also be sometimes if you're downloading APKs from like APK Mirror or APK Pure, Chrome will actually show up in here as well. So just make sure that those are disallowed just to kind of keep yourself safe and make sure your phone is not going to get destroyed there. So I also wouldn't link my real Nintendo account. You do have, I don't know if it'll even let me see. Yeah, it won't even let me see the missions. There is a mission after, I think it's after chapter 2, I can't 100% remember, but there is a mission that once you link your Nintendo account you get 600 gems, which is actually different scouts that you can perform. So there's quite a bit of gems to be had by linking that if you're at all interested. I'm pretty sure once you like link one that you can just unlink it, so possibly you want to do that for the 600 gems, see what you get. If not, then you can just re-roll later by deleting your save data there, and it'll actually go through and clear you out so that you can re-roll. So that is actually going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this helps you get started with Pokemon Masters. Hopefully before August 29th, we actually have a little bit of fun with this game. So if this video helped you, make sure that you definitely subscribe, as I'm going to be doing a lot more Pokemon Masters content. But until our next video, I'll go ahead and roll those ending credits for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember that if you like to like videos, you could do that, but if you don't, you could be that guy. Otherwise, let me know what you have to say down in the comments below about the video. I do highly appreciate you guys watching. If you guys want to support me in any way, there are several links down in the description for Patreon, joining the community here on YouTube, or even just directly PayPal if that's your thing. I greatly appreciate everyone's name that's on screen, as you guys have showed some sort of support outside of just viewing the videos, and I thank you guys. You don't understand from the bottom of my heart. So until our next video, guys, I will catch you then.